ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show. It's the ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show. Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. The Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. Hey, India, Nikki, Maya, Chandra, and Ebony. We the ladies of the Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. The Chyna'Pink show. Chyna'Pink show. Hey.
That's how I was, Simone.
You on live, y'all, and I'm late. I'm sorry. I'm China, and you're watching the ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show. Today, our special guest co-host is actress/author Dayne. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey, Dayne.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you, ladies.
Absolutely. And the second half of the show, we'll have Lovail, film director for The Giz. He have another stage play coming up, so he'll join us the second half of the show. But we got Miss Dayne here with us right now. Hi, Dayne.
Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies.
Tell our audience anything you want them to know, what you got going on, who you are, what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Dayne Hicks Hungerford. I'm recently married. I like to say that because I'm so excited and so blessed to say that.
Let me see that ring, girl. Okay.
I'm an actress. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a mom now. I'm now a mom. And I like to say I like to empower women, but I'm not in the women empowerment arena, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't call myself a women empowerment speaker, but I do that naturally from my heart. So.
That's what's up. So
and an author. Let me not forget that.
Okay.
Let me not forget that.
So tell us about your book. Is it a recent book?
Yeah, actually, it was produced by one of my best friends, Benita Parker.
Okay.
It's called Release the Depth. It's a book about transformation, and it was a group of women who've gone through, a lot of us have gone through hell and back. Some suffered from molestation, incest, drug addiction, so much. And it just talks about how we went through the struggle, but all of us have now come out on top. And when I joined the project, when Benita told me about it, I was excited because I always wanted to write a book. Okay. So I said, okay, yeah, I would love to be a part of this, but I never expected, the thought didn't cross my mind about being a best-selling author. It just didn't. Okay, I want to do it. Give me a chapter. I'm good. But the book ended up becoming #1 best-selling Amazon in the United States and Canada, and the top 100 list in India. So it was like we were shocked about that. So I can now call myself a best-selling author, and it was the best-selling #1 book. And you can purchase it on Amazon. And again, it's called Release the Depth.
Okay. Y'all hear that?
I'm gonna get it.
Okay. Gotta support that.
So in
Thank you,
reference to
ladies.
becoming an author, what inspired you? What actually motivated you? How did you get your book to become where it is today?
I would say what inspired me to do it, I knew that my past was not perfect. Most of us don't have a perfect past, but knowing that my past was not perfect and knowing that I made a lot of bad mistakes, I've done a lot of things that I should not have done. And to see where I am now, I thought it would be great because I can show people that it doesn't matter how far down you feel like you've dropped in the world, you can always pick yourself up, but you have to want to change. So I knew by having a voice and being a co-author in this book that there would be somebody who would have suffered from addiction, and they would say, damn, I can't look at Dayne and tell she went through that. I can't tell she did that for so many years, but look at her now. You don't have to be stuck in your past. You just have to want to change.
That's true.
You just have to want to change. And when Benita came to me with the idea, it was just like a win-win situation. I was like, you know, I have to do this. And I'm not ashamed of it. Like, so many people were like, are you ashamed of, like, after they read it, are you ashamed about what you said and what people would think about you? I don't give a damn, first of all, what people think about me. That's the first thing. That's what made it easy for me. So I really didn't. I said no because the same people that will criticize you are the same people that have so many skeletons in their closet. I mean, nobody's perfect. So just let it out. And I know my story has, and because I've been told, has really motivated and made some people want to keep pushing.
That's right.
So I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm just excited about my future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I follow you all the time. You also into what is that, the credit thing?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
wanna
with
talk
my
about
girl
that a little bit?
Tasha.
Tasha's
Yes.
family.
Right, you are cousins,
Yeah.
right? Latasha Baylor. She got me involved in that, and I watched Tasha do this credit thing for like 3 years, and she's one of my closest friends on the planet. But I have so much on my plate. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm not into that network marketing. I don't want to have to get people to come in and convince them. That's not me. I'm happy for you, bestie, but that's not me. So one day I was out of town and I watched Tasha. I said, wait a minute, in a month, this chick has been on planes and she got shopping bags.
What?
She's either speaking to a group of people and then she's shopping. I'm like, wait a minute. So I called her, and I always joke about this. I'm like, what are you doing for real? You're like a baller. You stay in the airport. You stay moving. And I said, you know what? When I come back, Brian and I are going to come support you. And we went out to support. And when I say support, girls, ladies, I meant, I'm just going to come out and hear what you're doing because I'm your friend. I just want to be there.
Right.
But once I got there, it was like a reality check. Like, Dayne, your credit is not good. Like, who are you fooling? I'm not fooling myself. Like, I'm recently married. My husband's credit is good. I need to bring my good credit to the table, too. So let me sit down and listen. Listen to the presentation, y'all. I was there for an hour. I sat there. Brian looked at me. He was like, you going to do this? I was like, yeah. I don't just want my credit fixed. I want to be an agent. It was like a win-win situation. But a lot of times, it takes people having to get out of their comfort zone. Like, a lot of people, they don't want to move until they see their friends moving. They see other people moving. So once I sat there and got the information, I was like, I wish I would have jumped on this 3 years ago when Tasha first started doing it.
Right.
But I guess it wasn't my
Not too
time.
late.
Yeah, it wasn't my time. And so I felt like my time was now. And when I tell you the team is doing magnificent things all around the United States, they are. And I have great mentors in Tasha and also Derek Smith.
Nice. That's what's up.
And that's what I like about you guys. Y'all like a team. Y'all
Yes.
always be
Yeah.
always.
He's in the back, and that's what I love about having a husband like him. It takes a special man to deal with me because I'm outgoing. I'm a people's person. I hug everybody I see. I talk trash. I like to drink and turn up. And he is so like you see him now, laid back. He allows me to be me, but we have fun together. It's like I give him life, and he
so cute
calms me
together.
down. It's the perfect
You
combination.
have to have a balance like that.
It's the
not
perfect
gonna work no other
combination.
way.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so
Really.
y'all heard it first right here on Ladies of the Chyna'Pink Talk Show with Dayne got going on. Any acting gigs going on right now or coming up
Well,
that you can share?
I can share a little bit, and it's so
little bit,
funny
okay.
because I saw one of my people who I'm getting ready to be working with was on my live, but it's some stuff in the works with TV.
Oh, nice.
So I can just say that without saying too much.
Okay.
And it's been something that's been in the work for how long, Brian? Look, he don't like being nothing. Like about how long? Yeah,
Okay.
longer than that actually. I guess about 4 years. So it's
Okay.
just like I always say, God's timing is the perfect timing.
Oh, yeah.
Things are now starting to roll and come forward. And that's just the thing with people. If you want to succeed, even when things don't seem like they're happening, when you want them to happen, just give us some time. And if you don't give up, you can make your dreams come true. And that's where I am now with this project.
You have to have patience.
You do.
Patience is a
Definitely.
virtue. I'm telling you. I'm gonna talk about the show about a little bit about that. We have patience. We believe in the show. We believe that we're gonna be on TV too.
That's
And
right.
It's the same thing. You just
That's
gotta
right.
believe in what you stand for. And
That's
this
right.
is what we doing.
That's true.
We help all types of entrepreneurs in the DC area, and it's only right for it to come back around for us, right?
And let me give you ladies your props because in this area, you don't see too many women that work together. Like,
Exactly.
or you might
You
see it for a minute and then
And they
you see the
fall off.
dismantle of the whole group.
Yes.
So to see you ladies doing it as long as you all been doing it, I have to
Yes.
say congratulations and props, and y'all keep the positive energy
you
going
so
because we
much.
need that
Yes.
because we do not have much of that around here. That
People
stays,
tell us that all the
it stays
time.
intact. You know, you can
Yes.
you can get with people, but to see it stay tight,
Yes.
that's
something
awesome.
special.
It is.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
awesome.
is.
So
Like,
congratulations to
Thank
y'all
you.
on
And
that.
we love
much.
each other. Like, we really, really love each other.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
say that
good.
again, Abney.
Yes,
Yes, we really
You
do.
also have a jewelry line. Tell us about your jewelry
Yes,
you didn't
yes.
tell us about that.
Oh, damn, I didn't
Your
even.
homework, girl.
And I didn't even.
I bring
know
up
her personally, but
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. My jewelry line is called Ultimate Jewels, and it's online. It's ultimatejewelsdesigns.com.
Okay.
And I design stainless steel bracelets. And my collection I came out with is called the Triple Stack Collection. Each set is 3 bracelets, and you can keep them. You can stack 3. You can wear 2. You can wear 1. And I came up with that about last year. Came up with that idea last year, and my website has been up for about 2 months now. And it's funny because I haven't really been saying too much about it because I found that a lot of my customers and support was not coming from Facebook. So I said, you know what, you got to get out in these streets.
Yeah.
In Virginia, I live in Virginia. Get out in
Okay.
Virginia, get out in Maryland, get out in different places in Bethesda and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people might have thought that my website, that my jewelry line fell off. But again, it's ultimatejewelsdesigns.com. I haven't gone anywhere. I just start hitting the streets and meeting different people.
Okay.
So my
So
jewelry
you
line
don't
is going
vending?
very well. No, I don't do vending,
Okay.
just online.
Okay.
Yep.
So do you have an Instagram page that you want
Yep,
to share?
Ultimate Jewels.
Okay.
Ultimate Jewels Designs.
Y'all hear that?
Yep.
Ultimate Jewels.
And Facebook is Ultimate Jewels too.
Okay. I don't know why it's a habit. I always look at my phone for because I'm trying to stay in tune with Facebook Live, but really the camera I want you to know is up here.
Oh, okay.
So
Hi, y'all.
actually, on the Wendy C page, it shows us all.
Yeah.
Okay.
And YouTube Live, so we on all those platforms when we on live.
Okay.
I just want to. I gotta remember. I gotta look.
I know.
I never do
Right.
it.
I know.
All right, y'all. So let's go on to one of these topics because you are our
One more
co-host
thing
as well.
before
Okay.
we go on to a
Yeah.
topic. So I've known Dayna for a very long time.
Sure
Okay.
have.
Back when she was promoting
Mm-hmm.
the party.
what?
Parties.
Parties.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So are you still into that? Are you still doing things
No,
like that?
I'm not. And I'm glad you said that so I could plug something. I've been hosting events, and I'm hosting brunch next Saturday at I was getting ready to say Paradigm, and that is not it. What's the spot off of 450, y'all? I can't even keep up with myself. By Grace, is it by Gracie's? Down the street from there, it's a club. Half no. Thank you, Brian. See, I need you. Thank you.
Let me let her try.
Half note, yeah, half note. And it's Miss Kim performing, it's Scooby, it's Steve
What day is this, you
Roy.
say?
Saturday, yeah.
Okay.
It's in the daytime. Brunch is from 11 to 1, and I'll send you all the flyers so you can post it on your page. Yeah, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. So
Nice for Saturday, early Saturday.
yeah, I like hosting events. I like hosting events
We do
and stuff
too.
like that.
That's
Yeah.
We do that too sometimes too.
And I met
I
Dayne,
like-
I think, a couple years ago when Dayna got me on my first magazine cover shoot.
Oh yeah. Yep. That is what we met. Yep. Yep.
Like,
That
I
is what
put
we.
you on the front cover. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that we sure did. So we have to do that. Like, it's so much room for everybody to come up. There's no need to hate. Like, when you see women that look good, feel good, and they're doing the damn thing, give them their props. So if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything. Just shut up.
Yes.
She didn't send me text like, look, I mean, this about to happen. I'm there.
Right.
My girlfriend Tori said, hi, Dayna.
Hi, boo. I think you and I met from her, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Hi, boo.
yes.
Hi, boo. Miss you.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I love that.
Yeah.
Tori know everybody too.
Yes, that's
really
my
good. If I
girl.
thought I knew everybody, Tori know everybody. So okay, so we're gonna go on to one of the topics we have today. So one of them is, what if your significant other family don't like you? How would you handle that, or how do you handle that?
You said if your
it could be-
significant other's family,
It could be just the
Like the
mother.
mother don't like
the
you?
mother don't like you. The sister don't like you. The family. It don't have to be everybody, but it could just be one person. How do you deal with that? Facebook, I would like for you all to chime in too. How do you deal with a significant other? The mother, his mother might not like you, or vice versa. Her mother might not like you.
I've had that happen to me.
I did
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Really?
So luckily
Before.
for Kevin, my fiance, his family loves me and my
Okay.
family loves him. But I've been in a lot of situations where, not a lot. My son's father, their family, his family still loves me to death. But I was in a situation where years ago when I was young, like first date, 18, 19, and my boyfriend had got killed, and his family and them couldn't stand me.
Wow.
And they treated me, they looked at me, they was like, oh, she a gold digger, oh, she don't, they liked his baby mother. They
Okay.
liked his baby mother that he had.
So they didn't
prior
give you a
to me.
chance.
They didn't even give me a
I
chance.
hate
Like,
that.
it was terrible.
And that happens all the
At
time.
the
It
funeral,
does.
they
So sad.
treated me like crap.
Oh.
It was so hurtful, so
I'm
hurtful.
sure.
So yeah, I've definitely been in that situation, and
So-
I'm a likable person.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
so
Ebony was talking about you. She said, I love Maya. She's so sweet. So, yeah, I mean, so how did you deal with that, though?
I just moved on. I
Okay.
had to. It was hard.
Mm-hmm.
Him getting killed, it was hard. not having his family support,
Right.
you know, because his family, you know, they knew about me.
Mhm.
You know, I was there, like it wasn't no hiding. But as soon as he was gone and he couldn't have that voice to talk up for me anymore, it was terrible.
Right.
So yeah, I just had to separate myself from that family. My mother was like, "Let it go,
Mhm.
let it go." You know, he's looking down on them. He see that they treat you wrong. You know,
Right.
so you just gotta let it go.
Mhm.
So.
So Dana,
That's
you
what I
said
did.
that happened to you before
Yeah,
too.
it did. This was years ago, and we actually lived together.
Mhm.
And what I did, I just stayed away from her. Like, I'm just not the ass kissing type.
I can't do
I
it.
mean, I don't care who you are.
Yes.
Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care what people tell me you should do this. Like, you know, you go ahead and kiss ass while I stay over here. I'll stay by myself
Right.
before I just jump on the bandwagon and kiss ass. And that was the same, even though we were dating. Like, your mom, she liked the other girl before me, so she
Okay.
didn't get a chance to really know me because my personality, I'm a fun-loving person all the time. So you like me, you did not like me for no reason. So I just refused to kiss his mother's ass, so I just stayed away.
Right.
And we ended up breaking up, so it didn't matter anyway. And his mother.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
No.
I really got a question for Maya. As far
Yes.
as, I think it's kind of different when you're in a relationship compared to having a child. I think, how did that not, because, you know, I'm saying it in the factor of us being adults. We may say, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to like me. But
Right.
when it comes to your kids, how does that affect your son? Like, how did that
No.
actually affect the upcoming of your
No,
son?
London's his father's side of the family loves me.
She talking about somebody
talking
else.
Oh, you talking about a
Somebody
boyfriend?
else,
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about baby.
Oh,
I was
no.
like,
So
Oh,
for me,
no. They
I'm
love
like you,
me.
Dana. I stay away.
Yeah.
If I was in that situation.
If
and
I
in
did
the
something
past.
wrong, then that's one thing. But if I didn't do anything wrong, I'm just gonna step off.
Yeah, I don't have to be around, and I'm definitely not an ass kisser. I'm
Yeah.
I have a
definitely not.
question. As far as
Yeah.
let's say you're entering a relationship, you're entering into a relationship, you've been talking for maybe 6-7 months, and you have not met the family yet. Like it's like, what do you hide? Why are you hiding me? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Have you ever been in a situation where you may have been dating somebody for months, and it's gotten to the point you realize you ain't never met the mother, you ain't never met the sister, you ain't never met the family member? You know what I'm saying? Is that
For you to go, you ain't the boo.
right? So it's like, so I'm trying to figure out, as far as that situation goes, is it that you want to meet the family and then you find out that they don't even like it, your butt? So then, you know what I'm saying? So now y'all ain't together. How do you either address that? Like, is it a need or
what made
want
it
in a
easy for
relationship to
me?
meet the family?
I think what made it easier for me is because the person I was with would always like, he was the supportive one. Like, you know, don't worry about it. If they don't like you, they don't like you.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
You
That's
know, so
right.
I never really had to, you know, I was married for a long time. I never had to deal with that. 'Cause he was like, that's my wife, and I don't care.
Exactly.
You
You
know,
come
deal with-
first.
Right,
Exactly.
And they could not understand that. They could not understand it.
See, what I can't understand is how people get in marriages and allow the husband not to treat them as they are first. Like when you become married, you're first.
That's right.
Point blank. Period. If you're not ready to put that wife of yours first, she don't need to be your damn wife.
That's
That's just
right.
how I feel.
No, that's
Would you
true.
get
That's
married
an
without
about me.
meeting the family? Would you marry into a family that does not accept you?
Yeah, because I don't care if I talk to none of them.
I'm the same way, Dane. I swear, you ain't ever got to
If I love him and he loves me,
you
like
don't.
Right, you
Yeah.
ain't gonna see them
So,
all the time.
you know,
Right.
so what about holidays?
I don't care. We be with my family. Be with my family.
Will you be accepting of your husband now to say, all right, I'm about to go over my mother's house and I'll see you
And
later?
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You're not gonna treat me no any kind of way.
That's right.
Hey, you ain't gotta like me, and I'm not gonna kiss your butt either.
That's right.
I know that's
Don't nobody in
right.
the family gotta speak to me. That's just how I am.
And I'm with you
Moving
on that.
along.
Exactly.
So the second question, our producer came up with this question. He said that he thought this was a good question to talk about today. So, top questions women and men should ask on a first date. So,
Do you
Simona
work?
said, do you work?
Yes.
Do you have
That
a
is
job?
very important. Where you work at? What do you,
It doesn't really
how many
matter.
kids do you have?
That's
That's my
That's
like.
my main one.
And
How
then-
many kids you have?
And then how many baby mothers is it?
Right.
I need to know. That's
Yeah,
important.
absolutely.
Like, cause you can say, oh, I got 3 kids. Oh, but they by 3 different women. Then that's what might change my mind right there. I ain't being judgy, y'all, but it's too much stuff going on
No,
out
you
here.
say that again. What did he say?
So he says, top questions women and men should ask on a first date.
I don't know.
do you work is
So
important.
Do you
for
work?
me, like
Yeah, do
those
you work?
questions, yes, but like a first date.
You trying to get to
might
know
not-
this person,
you
so those
are,
are
but I don't know
questions.
if I'm gonna get into all of that because I might not even really like you. Maybe I'm just hungry.
You might just be going to eat. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I mean, you better ask if they married.
I might not even care to ask you none of those questions.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you don't care, if you don't like the person, then I can feel you on that. But if you do like the person and you're dating, then yeah. Where do you work? You have any kids?
Right.
How many girls you messing with right now? Because 9 times out of 10, you messing with a few if you single.
Right.
So what am I up against, child?
And another question I want to add to this. Do you know? I mean, I think that we talked about this when we was with the Lounge Boys. I really think the answer was I can't remember, but I'm gonna tell you the question. What? It was something about related to this. Oh, do you know you gonna give it to the dude, or do you know if this is somebody who you going to deal with after this that you're attracted to, that you think that you might want to deal with, or something to that effect.
Deal with,
Did we ask that?
yeah, deal with or have sex with.
Both.
Having sex.
Both.
Like when you meet them, you like,
They
I know
wanted
I'm
to
a.
know. So the question was, they was like, we be taking these girls on about 10 dates. We taking them to Ruth Chris and all these places and all this money, and we ain't getting no butt, basically. So we like, so their question to us was like, girls, do y'all know if y'all going to, like, on a first date or when you start dating somebody, do you know if you going to give it to them, or do you know?
You know what?
I don't know.
You gonna give them some butt though.
I mean, I feel like everybody's grown, and yeah, you might know. You might feel like I'm gonna give him some. I'm giving him some.
Yeah, after the first, you might.
You right? That's a yes, check mark.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm a little bit skeptical because you know me, I'm tight with the security.
We already know.
So I'm like, so what's next? Where we going next? Let me figure out where we going next. Let me see how you gonna eat this piece of bread first. Because I done been in some bad situations with people in the way they eat.
Oh, honey, don't let her get to talking about that, please. That's a whole nother topic. Can you read on the Wendy's page what they saying? Because I'm gonna read on what they saying from on my page. So one person, one person says some of these questions need to be asked leading up to the first date. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But does the first date
also
mean that we gotta be giving up our goodies and bending over back? Like,
no.
I'm still on the lounge when they kind of felt like, all right, we done kept taking you out now, so when you gonna figure out what you gonna do with me, type thing. When do you actually get to that point?
When you feel like it, you're grown. Like when you feel like it's not a time.
These men out here be having you on schedule. Like if I'm
Well, we
spending
not
all
on
that
that
Right,
time,
they can
if
get
I don't
on.
have 6 hours with you, that's booty
Baby.
deal. 6 hours.
Plenty
booty
niggas
deal.
out here buying next.
Right.
That's what he doing. You
Exactly.
not. Time to go.
I want to read some more. So back to the question. Some of the guys are saying they would ask females on their first date, what type of household did you grow up in?
Yes.
Do you cook?
Oh God, I guess that'd be the end of the day. For
That'll
me.
be the end of the day for me too.
Y'all stupid.
Dana, do you cook?
I
Can't even
do. No. Okay, so I can say, because he's even said this. He was like, damn, now I cook more than you. Like, you used to cook a lot, but now I'm busier. And Brian cooks better than me. Like, I like his food better, so I always tell him, baby, I like how you make that better than me. I like how you make that better. You should cook it because it tastes better when you make it. So I cook good breakfast. He cooks good dinner.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a teamwork. Okay,
Yeah.
you cook.
Okay.
When I was trying to really reel him in, I was cooking a lot. I was like, I was cooking a lot.
So,
From the first date.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, yes.
On the first day he was gonna get it.
Yes.
Look,
Let me tell you,
took that
this
in.
might sound crazy. This might sound like a fairy tale, but y'all know me. I'm keeping it real. I met this dude. First of all, Brian's not a club type. He doesn't go to clubs. lived in Virginia, didn't come to the city hardly, never, ever, ever. He came to Aqua because his cousin was having a party, and it was Mo Kemp's party at Aqua. Okay. Familiar faces. So my boy Craig Black said, Dana, come on, I'm back in D.C., come down here. And I'm like, okay, it's Mo's party, I'm going to go. 2 of my girlfriends and I went down there. Was in VIP, all these dudes around, everybody in girls' faces, everybody in everybody's face. And I see this one dude that I never saw in my life. I said, who the hell is he and where he come from? And he was so cool and laid back, unlike everybody else. And he was there, but he was out the way. But his swag and his clothes, everything, he looked so good. So I was peeking at him, but trying not to be obvious. So he was peeking at me too. So he eventually ended up coming over to me. He introduced himself, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you exactly how it happened. He introduced himself. We stood there, we talked, we danced. By the end of the night, you would have thought that we came to that club together. His cousin came over to him and said, so you going to introduce the family to your girlfriend? Because he was with his cousin. Right. It's like we were connected to the point where I'm sitting on his lap, we're talking the whole night. We were like that the whole night. And 2 weeks later, and I'm going to tell y'all this.
You gave it up.
You gave him something.
No, let me get to that. I ain't say that. 2 weeks later, we had been talking every day and seeing each other every day from that night we met. And I said to him in 2 weeks, I said, you know what? Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did. Let me get that out the way. So in 2 weeks, I said, you know what, Brian? I'm going to give you 2 weeks to get rid of every girl you dealing with right now.
I know that's right.
Because as of right now, we go together.
Okay.
That's right.
And 2 weeks.
Right here, she go with you, honey.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking and you at my house, we doing all this, we having sex, and then, oh no, we just friends. No, we go together.
That's how it was, and I knew it was real because when I met him, the farthest thing from my mind was settling down. I was doing me. I could care less about being in a relationship, and it's like from that night I met him, and it was like nothing else before him mattered. So I knew, I was like, this is it. And less than 3 years later, we were engaged, and less than 4 years, we were married. It happened just like that.
Wow. Cute.
Look at him looking at you.
That's why I haven't seen you out.
He over, but the thing is, he like this, smiling like,
Yeah, that's
you
my
said
boo.
it right.
Right.
So somebody come on and say, so y'all don't cook? It's not a deal breaker, but are y'all willing to learn how?
No.
So
I cook.
Nikki said no. I can cook certain things,
I do.
but I don't cook like I should.
I'm willing to go to a cooking class.
Do you?
Let me tell you, I've been to a cooking
Okay, so
class,
Ebony cooks.
and all them
I cook good,
beautiful, intricate details, you create this beautiful meal. Now try to take your ass home and try to make it again.
I'm looking at your lips. I can't even look at you in your eyes because them lips are popping, girl.
Yes, I
Thank
told
you,
her as soon as I
bro.
walked in.
But now what this is y'all got going on. This copper and gold. I'm like,
I like to go in the
yes.
copper.
But trying
And I never wear gold.
Trying to put out this
Why?
copper, the tube is like this big. I said, baby, I got lips. I need 3 or 4 bottles, and I have to wear. That's a one-time apply.
You play
How much? How much for a one-time apply?
It's a lot. It was Mac, so you know how Mac be rolling. All right, y'all, we at 5:30. We're going to wrap it up with Dana. Real quick, Dana, can you let our audience know before Lovail come on anything you want them to know, your social media platforms one more time so they can follow you?
Dayne on Facebook, Dana, second last name Dayne, and on Instagram it's only Dana, and Dana spelled Dayne. And you get everything that I have going on. You'll see it on social media because I'm my own PR person, marketing person. I'm my own team when it comes to that. So.
And tell her the website one more time.
The website is Ultimate Jewels Designs. Jewels with the S, designs with the S.com. UltimateJewelsDesigns.com.
All right.
Thank you, ladies, so much for having me. I had so much fun with you girls.
We're so glad that you came. It was
Yeah,
an
no
honor to
problem.
have
Thank
you
you.
today.
I was like, she all over the place. You was doing this credit thing. Dana be getting it.
Thank you, ladies.
She be moving.
It's a beautiful thing that you keep pushing.
Yeah,
And
I have
you're not
to,
gonna
yep.
limit yourself to
Yep.
one direction because a lot of people feel like they don't want to be all over the place. They don't want to limit. They want to limit this.
You got to believe in yourself even when nobody else does.
Exactly.
There it is.
Exactly.
Next
There
year,
it
get
is.
your best friend,
Mhm.
Benita. Benita.
Right. She sure will. Okay. That'll
So
work.
what she do
I
again?
follow her too.
She-
I'm supposed to be
That's
doing
what
21.
She's a life coach.
Okay.
She's a life coach. This is her second best-selling book. So she does a lot.
She's doing something 21 days to happy.
Yeah, did you join
Yeah, I
that?
joined already.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, what is that about?
I sure
I think
will.
It's like it's It's inspirational.
Yep,
like,
and it's free,
Yeah.
and she's gonna do it for 21 days, and it's on her page. Like I'll send you all her information too, and she would be great to have on the show.
Sure. Yeah, and send us the information for the brunch.
Okay,
Okay.
sure will.
Yes.
Okay,
Y'all,
sure
we gotta
will.
wrap it up because Lovail outside waiting on us. But Dayna, if you would please stick around, we would like to get a picture of you before you leave.
Sure. Okay.
So we're not gonna be that long.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
So much
Thanks,
for Lovail.
Dayne.
Thank you, ladies. Give me a hug. It was so good seeing you again.
right now.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna follow the other page too.
Thank y'all, man. Of course. Absolutely. Anytime. Come on, man. Let me see right here. Come on in here again, producer. Thank you so much. It's like more up to this.
Right here.
Can we go, Ron? Okay, come on. Real quick. Come on, girls. Let's take a picture real quick. So she can leave.
Nico, bye, baby.
Yeah, we can take it now. Okay. All right, y'all. We got a phone call. Sheesh. I can't even see it. Oh, I see it. I see it. I must have just hung up on them. They'll call back. Whoever was, call back, please. Y'all can have a seat. You want to
this app?
Yep. Actually, one of them chairs right there, bring it up. Because we didn't know you were coming because Lovail ain't tell us. That was Nick. I'm sorry.
I got y'all. Y'all I'm glad you came.
Yeah, I was supposed to be saying in the beginning I was coming. I told when you hit me up.
But you didn't tell me you was coming. But it's good. I'm glad
Yeah,
you
when you
came.
hit me up, I called here and we talked about it. I said, I come. Well, let's go do it. Yeah. The one I did the green thing. That's the one that originally hit me up about doing it.
What the hell was you? I guess we gonna share, Mike. That one right there, fat as a motherfucker. Don't say nothing to me.
I ain't seen her before.
Yeah, nigga Joe Clear told me what you call him the other day. Hey man, I want to talk to you.
Bring one of them candies out there, Joe.
Hey, everybody got tissue like that? Throw this gum away.
Yeah, put it right here, V.
Got it.
I said, put it in this wrapper.
Sorry, y'all. We are live on air taking pictures. Stay tuned, y'all. Here we go. Pause
Ghetto,
we never
ghetto.
ever do that.
Ghetto.
Y'all see we got the
God
film
damn,
burning
ghetto,
building.
ghetto.
What's up, fellas?
Damn.
What's up?
We
What's
get
going
some.
on?
Ghetto, get to it. God damn it. Let's talk about the threesomes now. Let's stop playing. I was just playing. Birds are like this. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Yeah. I asked him.
I be quiet.
I asked him earlier what you gonna be talking about.
No, we kind of talked about relationships a little bit, but we want to talk about y'all right now. We want to
Okay.
talk about what y'all got going on. Y'all the men.
Do we gotta share this mic? Cause I'm not with the White House stuff. Okay. I'm just. I know it's you don't
Not
supposed to
even a
say
little
that,
bit.
but I'm not with the White
We
House
used
stuff.
to have all the mics for everybody, but something happened.
Nico, where the mic at?
Yeah, so he had to order some new mics, is what I was told.
I'd rather share the mic with you than share it with mine. I'm gonna share the mic with you.
Hey, who's your baby? Your breast
Here
stink,
we
your
go.
breast stink anyway.
All right, y'all, we back. They like, where did everyone go? We're here. And we're here. Hey. So, my mic should be on now. Okay. So, we here with Lovail and Vernon. Can y'all tell us what's going on with y'all right now?
Nothing.
Yes, it is.
Nothing.
A
Man,
lot.
let me say this. I was so excited to be on y'all show last year,
Oh.
and I'm still excited.
Oh, so you're not excited this time?
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
And you was on the fly this time.
Hey, I
Hey,
put my...
Vernon, remember the last time he was upset?
Right, he was on the fly. I wasn't this time.
Exactly. So,
It's an
but
eeny,
you was
meeny,
in the
miny,
video.
mo, and this
You was in the
goes.
video.
I was.
Yeah,
I made the video.
You in the
Okay.
video.
See it on
I ain't see.
Instagram?
Nah, I ain't see that.
It's on our Instagram page.
Okay, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
So tell us about the play y'all got coming up next Saturday.
It might be this mic right here. You good? Okay, all right. Okay, cool. I don't want no feedback.
This the camera right here, but this my live right here, so wherever y'all want to look, feel free.
We're gonna be looking cross-eyed.
Right. So tell us, what's up with the
Oh,
play
my
next
bad. I'm looking at the
Saturday?
camera. I'm thinking he doing something. I'm maybe he doing something right. Let me be quiet.
No, y'all good.
We good. We good.
We watching it. We listening.
We got an array of things going on. Some things we can't talk about just yet. We gotta get some contracts signed with some folks, and then
We got some major stuff going on.
we'll put it out there. But just a couple of stage plays coming up. Of course, you know about this Love Ain't Loyal that's coming up. And then we also have starting next year. We're gonna do we bringing the gears back again.
Nice.
Then we going on tour with Confessions of a Side Chick.
I know that's right.
So y'all know I want to know where y'all coming up with these names. Confession of a Side Chick, Love Ain't Loyal. What?
I'm good with making titles.
Oh, that's all it is?
Yeah.
Okay. He gonna say
We can write something and be like, we gonna name this joint. I'm just good with throwing titles out there, and it just, the title of a show is really what sell a show.
Yeah,
People
pretty much.
people hear the title and say, oh, I need to see that. So they want to come check it out. So, titles is something that it sparks your interest. So, I think the titles we have and the shows we have coming up will definitely spark a lot of interest.
Yeah, especially we got a real good one. I mean, the Giz is the big thing. We're known for the Giz, but we got something that's gonna be a tearjerker, man.
Okay.
Guaranteed tearjerker.
That's nice.
Y'all can't tell us about it.
No, because
Oh my God.
in our city, man, if we went and told y'all, then everybody would try and mess it up. And
Okay.
You
I'm
try to
sorry.
be creative
even
before
though
you can
once
bring
we
it.
even though we talked to the folks, they came to us, but people are so messy. So
Yeah.
They are.
Got
They
to
are.
get these
Yeah.
contracts
So
together.
negative.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
And we were surprised that they even came to us and wanted to meet with us, and we met with them and had the meeting, and we was just shocked, like, for real. And just sitting down talking about it, man. It was when I tell you it's gonna be a tearjerker,
I'm so happy for y'all dudes. I ain't even lie.
be a good one. It's gonna be a good one for real.
That's what's
So
up.
I do have a question for Lovail. As far as look, you must already know,
I'm looking
but
at
no,
them
this is
greens,
more of a
lipstick. Lord, Jesus.
yeah, this is
Girl.
more of a go
Hey,
get
I
a
look
question.
at-
This is more of an inspirational thing. So, as far as of course you have displayed over time that you were incarcerated, and then
Yeah.
you came home from that, and you went right into stage play, and you've also said that over time this is your first year
Yeah.
doing this. How did you and Vernon connect, and what made you want to do stage play just coming home?
Well, actually, it was Vernon. Anything I've ever done, even with women or anything I do, as far as the streets, I study what I do is first. Like y'all would know if I ever play with multiple women, I'm studying right now who I like to work with. So I've always been a person to break boundaries and like to do stuff that street dudes don't supposed to do, since I have so much credibility in the streets. And I came home, and I always I started in the game in '84. So every business I've owned, every woman that I've chased or something, it's always been manufactured till I was a drug dealer. So, for example, I opened a restaurant, I had a club, I had a rap label, I had a clothesline, the typical things that drug dealers would do. So, by me being incarcerated and never been, since 14, my foot has never been on the ground. When I say on the ground, I mean money-wise and success. I've always been a guy that known to have a lot of money. So my feet finally touched the ground. God said, okay, I'm going to show you not God. And it touched the ground. And I thought it would be cool for me to get in a lane that street guys don't usually get into. And I always thought of getting in different lanes before I got incarcerated. but your people that you have that influence you, that around you, not necessarily that I do what other people want me to do, but the people I care about, I usually follow their lane and let's open the club, and I really don't even like clubs. So this time I said I want to do something I want to do. So I started looking at stage plays and I found Vernon, and I like this bow tie. I said, he got a bow tie. He looks professional. I said he looked like he cool enough to hang with me.
How you find him? You said you found him. How you find him?
I was in prison. I had a cell phone. I used to sell cell phones in prison.
Good gracious, sir.
Thanks to my wifey.
Oh, that's right. Who got the hookup?
No, she was my mule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I she used to give it to the other officers, and they would bring it in for me.
Mm-hmm.
But and actually, the phones cost $12. Flip phones cost $12 at Walmart, but I was selling for $1,000 in prison.
$1,000?
A go-getter.
You was a hustler.
Lord have mercy. That's all nice.
That's
okay.
right.
Boy, they be washing dishes for the rest of their life. They probably still owe you a few dollars.
So if you saw guys in prison had the phones in Georgia, that was kind of me getting that done.
I know that's
But
Lord have mercy.
You had to hook up.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
And so you found Vernon how? With the cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was looking for a bunch of directors and playwrights. And I saw 2 or 3 but Vernon was more appealing to me. Like, well, damn.
And the bow tie.
Yeah,
The bow tie professional.
And he was sitting there, and I was like, damn, I would like to. Yeah, man, we could be partners. And when I made it home, I called and told my wife one day in Virginia. We was up here in Virginia. I probably was home about a month. I talked to him. I said, man, this guy get together. We're gonna do something big.
That's nice.
And we here now.
I know that's what's up.
A year later.
That's what's up.
And y'all moving them too. Y'all moving them fast too.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
Okay.
But
nice.
I've been with about 17 years.
I know that's right. So
Wow.
17 years y'all been
That's some
married.
loyal
Yeah,
stuff.
17 years. Yeah.
17.
So
that
as
shit's
far as-
serious.
Yeah. So Vernon, what was your feel on him reaching out to you compared to this has been your passion? You've been an author, you have been involved in other stage plays, you've also been involved with what church was it? It's Glenarden or Evangel Church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did a lot of stage plays and productions with them.
Yeah,
He did
I was
a
the
lot of
director
different
of that.
productions within the DMV. So you were very, you're more in scale with it. You were more involved. And then here comes someone that just says, I want to work with you. I like that bow tie. You look professional. What was your intake on that? How did you perceive it, and how did you?
Well, I can actually say when he first called me. I'm looking at my phone like, who is this Atlanta number keep calling me?
Right.
So I was at the
On the
gas
flip
station
phone.
in Mitchellville, and I'm like, hello? And he was like, hey, what's up, Vernon? I'm like, what's up?
Straight
He was
to
like,
the
hey,
point.
this Lovail, man. I said, oh, what's up, Lovail? Because he had inboxed me on Facebook.
Okay.
And with his number and stuff. So, but I ain't really paid no mind. I'm like, who's this dude? I don't know who this dude is.
Back up for 1 minute.
On
So
the
you had
flip
Facebook in jail too?
That's how he found me.
Yeah.
He found me on Facebook.
I know that's right.
He found me on Facebook. So
Okay.
when he said his name, I said, what's up, Lovail? Okay, I remember from Facebook. So he talked to me for, man, I got this idea, man. I know you do stage plays, man. You've been doing it for a minute, but I got this idea, right? I want to do the Wizard of Oz and Go-Go. And at that time, I was in production of my stage play, Secrets, Lies, and Scandals. So I was like, really focused on that. I'm like, okay, look, what it's about. What you got in your mind? He ran it down for me, man. We got this, we got that, woo. And I said, what the budget look like? And he was like, we don't got that down yet, but it's just the idea, and I want, I want to talk to you about it some more. And I said, okay, cool. Give me a holler back. We talk about it later. We ain't talk again for about a year. And I didn't forget about it, but I did forget about it. Mm-hmm. So I was doing another stage play, There's a Stranger in My House. And that's when I finally talked to him again. And he was like, I still got that idea. I said, well, let's sit down and look at it. And finally we sat down and looked at it. And he said, well, in the meantime, man, I'm going to work with you on this stage play you got right now, A Stranger in My House. Mm-hmm. And he did background stuff. He went and got chicken for the cast. He went and ran errands. He got bottled water. He got juice.
You ain't bring us no chicken.
He did all that. Like
He
ran
done stepped up
errands.
now. He got a new position.
I know, right? Yeah.
Big man.
So that was just to show me that he was loyal. He really was down. And then one of my rehearsals, he bought Big G to my rehearsal. And Big G saw me directing and how I was coaching my actors. And G was like, well, I can work with Slim. Slim, he know what he doing. So that kind of solidified it. And then we sat down and got the gears done. And our 1 year anniversary working together was like May 13th. It was like May 13th. And in 1 year, you know, we've gone from 300 seats to 3,000 seats.
Nice.
So, and it's still pushing. You know, it's still pushing. It's been a lot of give and take and pull and tug and crabs in the barrel out here and all that stuff. But, you know, in any business, especially in the DMV, you got to keep pushing. You can't worry about what everybody's saying, what everybody's doing, because they so negative. They want to badmouth you to make everybody not want to support you. But if you keep pushing and overcome all of that, you can get it done. And that's just our mindset.
What's for you, what's for you.
That's right.
It don't matter what nobody can say.
That's right. That's right.
It's who will support you is who will support you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. And we get a lot of love, a lot of support for all our shows, and we're gonna keep it pushing, keep it moving.
I know that's right.
That's what's up. I wanted to talk about your status you had. I don't know what day it was. It was within the last 3 days, and it's so true. You were saying DC, we need to love each other.
Yes.
And I agree. I wanted to bring that up. First of all, I saw y'all at the fight last night.
Yeah.
You and Wifey, I love it. I love it. Wifey probably know who it was. I grabbed and you did okay. So and I want to talk about the fight too.
Okay.
But I want to talk about this status first, real quick. So what made you come up with that status? Like, I mean, it's true. Everybody share. I saw so many people share it. I loved it, and I totally agree. I feel like DC is small, and everybody wants to do something positive, and we don't support each other like we should. And you hating on the next person because this person doing better, but at the same token, you could be helping that person. You could just, not even by going to the show, you could be sharing the show.
Exactly.
You know, people always think you gotta support monetarily.
Right.
You can support by sharing it 50 times. You know, that's free.
True.
That's right.
You know
Yeah,
what
free
I'm
of
saying?
charge.
So,
Yeah.
talk about that real quick, Lovail. What made you say that on Facebook?
Well, you know, I've discussed a lot of things with my wife. Like, I be having a lot of real feelings in me, but I don't let them out because I'm not really with the social media thing. A lot of people think I am, but I'm not really with the social media thing. So sometimes,
Oh, he old school.
because of my background, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I'm not good at English, so you know, words, you know, I can speak better than I can write or type those situations. So you know, a lot of times, a lot of things. I really have a lot of good quotes, but I keep it to myself. So that right there, I'm just feeling like I'm never going to say the word. This probably, I'm just going to be the last time. I explain. I'm never going to say the word hate again.
Okay.
You know, I'm at a point in my life, and I had so many blessings in the last year that I want to see everybody succeed. You know what I'm saying? And even if some of the stuff is distasteful and such things, you know, at least you try. You know, so many people want to tear you down.
They do.
Like it really,
It's so
really,
sad.
really made my stomach hurt. But you know,
Yeah, it's
I've been
crazy.
fortunate in my life to be very successful as a young man, and all the way up to like, and Vernon told me one day I was a part of this fraternity, and usually when people say something to me, I think about it and say, okay, I say, well, what fraternity I've been a part of that I think that is very important. Then I thought about it. I've been a part of one of the most fraternities that everybody want to get in, and mostly 10% people would never see it. I've been a part of a fraternity called a millionaire.
I know that's
So
right.
I have never counted $1 million myself, but my wife and my baby mother counted it for me.
I know that's right.
So they
That's
counted.
baby mama over there?
No, that's my manager.
Oh,
that's
okay.
between
Oh, he really the
I'm both on the same
couch, right?
Well, they used to. My baby mother and my wife used to sit on the same couch, you know.
Okay.
Oh,
Used to. Did y'all live in the same house and everything?
I think I know about you. You a cool ass wife.
Yeah, you ain't lying about
You
that.
are a cool
Yeah.
wife.
She said, I
I
ain't
don't
want
know
no
say you and the baby mama and and all the kids. Just get in.
I know that's
Y'all heard that
right.
thing Mexican style,
So
baby.
you got one son?
Nah, we went Mexico. We had a big house.
I know, but everybody living on.
We have 7 rooms and 7.5.
Oh no, that ain't Mexican.
How was
Y'all
that?
had the Mexican
All
look.
together like that.
You ain't lying.
Well, me and Vernon, y'all, we can come back and talk about that. Y'all can bring her on. We can talk about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
That ain't
That's
normal.
get your
Because if she
sexy
shy,
on
I
right
definitely not
there.
shy.
We know you're not shy.
Nah.
Okay, so go ahead.
So, y'all the
You was talking about the million. You was like the baby.
So I'm a part of a millionaire
fraternity. That's right.
And you know, it's just I have never had a chance to hate on no one because I've always been at the elite of things I've done.
When you at the top and you getting money, you don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
And when you want to miss,
not even in your
y'all on a mission right
vocabulary.
now.
You trying to get there, you don't have time.
Even the people that are around me, they made me who I were. So, you know, a lot of people look at me and Vernon and say, you and Vernon moving. But it's a lot of people under me and Vernon, a lot of people around us that should get that credit too, because, you know, it's a lot of people that help us get here where we're supposed to be.
That's right.
So, and I've always been that type of person to look at that and congratulate those people. So I've never had a chance to, you know, I said that I have never had a chance to hate, to be jealous of someone or talk about someone. You know, I have been in competition with people to say, well, you know, I like the way they doing it. I got to do mine better. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but always, never ever in my life I've ever wished someone bad. And, you know, just being back home, it's real sickening.
It is.
It's real sickening. Then the funny thing about me is I had people tell me that they got people hating on them. Then they come back and hating on me. I'm like, what? So if you got somebody hating on you, how can you hate on somebody else? That's like backwards.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this: if you don't have no haters, something wrong.
Yeah.
You ain't doing something right.
You
So
ain't
you better appreciate those haters.
Jesus Christ
I
had
appreciate
haters.
mine. Okay. They talked about him like
Talked
a dog.
about like a
right?
dog.
Toned them down.
Told them down till that sky got dark.
Yeah.
They realized, hold on.
So what's wifey looking good in that gold over there? Hating is a disease.
Who's got on the gun?
I want to shout out my wife.
Oh, they talking about me?
She not here right now. Big fans talking about you.
Okay.
My wife not here right now, so I'm gonna shout her out if she watching. Hey Felicia, what's up, baby?
Oh, that was so sweet.
She not here right now. She at home chilling.
Okay.
That's what's up.
How's the married life? You like being married?
Married life cool. Married life is married life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Married life is work, but you know what?
Yes,
You put the work in, and you blessed by it.
That's right.
So you know, hey, the Bible says a man to find a wife find a good thing and finds favor with the Lord.
All right. I just
So
got that
and look here.
That scripture sent to me today, actually.
That's right. So I mean, that's you know, I look at it like that. You got to work for it to work. It ain't just gonna be easy and this, that. And you got two people from two different backgrounds coming together. You know, you're gonna clash on things here and there. But guess what? You put that work in, it's gonna be all right.
She's
Yeah.
beautiful too.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
So what is going on with this big stage place coming up?
Yeah,
Y'all
on
have-
Saturday, right?
Yes,
Saturday?
it's December 8th, correct?
Yeah, that's next Saturday.
Yeah. Tell us more about it, because I
So
definitely
this-
want to know about
This
it.
Love Ain't Loyal is about a young lady who is married to a wealthy young man who is a businessman. He's on travel a lot, and she's getting lonely. And the fact that she's getting lonely, she kind of get distracted.
Oh yeah.
So she kind of looks out for something young, a little young thing. So you know,
Look how Lovail looking.
Lovail is a trap.
Yeah. His life.
A pretty young thing.
His life, yeah, right. That's what he thinking. And so she gets a little distracted. It causes some problems in the marriage and stuff like that, and with the kids and all that. So that's definitely a story of drama. You're definitely gonna laugh a whole lot. And the message is, you know, plain and simple. You know, like if you have somebody that's definitely doing well and bringing home the bacon and they hustling for the family, don't look at it negative. Like you always gone, you ain't never here, but you spending money and ain't worrying about me here, and you looking good and everybody taken care of. If I'm not working, guess what?
Ain't nobody doing nothing.
This ain't doing. Then you complaining.
Still
So you know,
complaining.
don't get distracted. Stay humble. Stay with what you got, because that 80-20 rule is a mother.
It sure is.
So.
Okay. That's what's up. So this at the Bowie
Center for Performing Arts.
Okay.
I gotta ask y'all a question.
How many of the tickets?
I need to ask y'all a question.
We listening.
I've been voting. Y'all been voting?
Yes.
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 I have to
Of
remind
course,
them to
sir.
make sure. I have to remind them daily.
Every morning.
day.
When I
Make sure
vote,
y'all on
I
there
remind
voting. Make
them,
sure
are
you
y'all
vote.
voting? Are y'all voting?
So I'm letting y'all know when we win that thing, I'm gonna have a threesome with that trophy.
Okay.
What
The
trophy?
trophy going there, the Titans Award trophy.
Oh my goodness, you gonna have a
We
threesome
also
with
that's
that
right.
thing.
About the Titan Awards. We be talking about. Y'all should see what we be talking about on our group chat. What we wearing, what color, makeup, pictures, hair. We be talking about everything because we gonna be decked out.
Yeah, y'all was decked out last year.
Yeah, we gonna be decked out this year too.
Y'all came in there for real last year.
Yeah.
And you know the funniest thing, we was there last year. I told him, I said this time this junk come around, we're gonna win us a war.
That's
Y'all
right.
really gonna win this
Yeah.
year.
That's right. When you put it in, you
'Cause y'all
speak it
was
into
presenting awards last
existence.
year, too. We presented
Yeah, we
awards
yeah,
last
we
year.
presented
just
one.
presented one. We
We
wasn't.
did.
Yeah, we
that's
didn't
how
get
we
one. We
were.
presented.
Yeah, that's how we were. So it's new level,
Yeah.
new things,
Everybody
new
leveling
year.
up.
Yeah.
We and I'll be honest with you, like I ain't know we was getting one this year.
Y'all getting it.
It was just like, oh, you know we got nominated for. I was like, we did.
And that's funny because that's the same thing happened with me. So I knew our talk show was gonna get nominated, but for me being Best Actress, I was really surprised. Like somebody inboxed me was like, "Hey, you was nominated for the Best Actress of the Year." I was like,
There you go.
I was psyched.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's,
got that.
That's how I figured out. I said, wow. I said, somebody texted me and said, hey, I voted for you. I'm like, for what?
Going down the list. Yeah.
And I asked Georgie Porgy, I asked him, like, was we going to be nominated because they ain't had no theater sign. He was like, I don't know, y'all might have to get y'all next year. But we got nominated, so that's cool. If I win, I'm going to show my ass.
Oh, we gonna try that thing too. Believe you me. Look, if we have our drinks in a booth, we might want to get that award first.
But you know what? I asked the girl Peggy because, you know what I'm saying?
Who's Peggy?
I don't know, somebody with the title award.
Okay, because people.
They directed me to. So you know, like if y'all win it as a group, you only get one award.
That's fine.
So how y'all gonna do that?
We having a
Let me tell you
seven,
something. We love each
having
other
a
as
seven.
What's the
one.
calling number?
We gonna share that bad boy at everybody's house every week. Your turn.
Well, let me tell you right now, if we win the
389-3397. Somebody double check that for me. I think it's 389-3397.
So
yes,
I do
I got
have
it right. 240-389-3397.
Get it, boo. So as far as going from the gigs, you were at MGM, sold out, amazing show, and now you're doing a show at the Bowie Performing Arts. How do you still see the same support? Because a lot of people say you have to be relevant, you got to stay out there and keep going, and that's how people see you.
Nikki, let me answer this call. Hello, you're on with the ladies of the Chyna'Pink talk show.
Hey, is this a China lovely lady?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, this is Pound from the Lounge Boys. Just want to call in and say hello to the ladies.
Oh,
You must have heard us talking about
Hey,
y'all
I
earlier.
was just watching y'all, man. Y'all doing a hell of a job, man. I love watching y'all. I just want to give y'all a big shout out.
That's what's up. And we'll see you next Sunday, because I think y'all on with us next Sunday, right?
Oh, yeah, you know it. Oh, yeah, you know
okay,
it.
bus stop.
Hey, bust out. What's up, girl?
The bus stop. I can hear his voice.
Hey,
What's that number?
And we'll see y'all next week. We're going to make y'all drink shots when y'all come next week.
oh, man. Hey, we going to have a good time, man. we going to have a good time. Y'all, hey, y'all continue.
Last time.
Continue doing what y'all doing, man. Y'all doing a hell of a job, man. I love y'all.
We love you too.
Thank you for calling in.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too.
So just quickly, going down into the Bowie Performing Arts, I know you guys are doing 2 shows, which is phenomenal. But do you still see the same support that you received when you did the gigs?
I was gonna say if you say the jizz, we gonna put
No,
you out.
put me out already.
That was me. I got it right now. The gigs, y'all.
Yes.
Lord, everybody should know the jizz now. Should
they
nobody
know
say the
now.
jizz no more.
Okay. So what was the question?
Wait, Ms. Long, you want to answer that question?
The support, everybody, the gigs is phenomenal. So everybody is really want to see the gigs again. Bowie, we have a little couple opportunities because it's not in the city, and everybody's asking why we going back to Bowie. But Bowie was the first where we started at. And we don't want to get too big for our bridges, but it seems like that's where everybody wants to go, where everybody wants us to be. Everybody wants to come out to the phenomenal spots, yeah. So we get support, but it's not like what we used to.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, why y'all going back to Bowie? Y'all don't need to be back in Bowie. Y'all need to be back in Bowie. And we hear everybody clearly. We hear everybody clearly.
Yeah. Trust me, we definitely hear everybody loud and clear. We've had a lot of people saying, you know, why y'all going back to Bowie? Don't go back to Bowie. Keep it in the city. And we getting a lot of them calls and inboxes and stuff. So we definitely everybody loud and clear on that. So, you know, in the future, we're going to take that into consideration. The only reason we went back to Bowie because, like you said, this is where we started out at. We just wanted to end the year there. And that was the only reason why. But from here on out, we will always be in the city.
Well, one thing I will give you guys, you are, as a team, y'all support just about everyone's craft. I mean, when we did No Time with Gil and Pam Nielsen, you were there. Randall Lawrence, when he did his thing, you were there. It's not anything, it's kind of like, you know, you guys have a beautiful platform, but the one thing I noticed is that you both come together as very humble people. Even with Vernon, he didn't know me from a can of paint and became a mentor to me. So, you know, I applaud you guys both for not just trying to upscale where you are, but you don't forget those that are trying to come up as well. Yeah. So I definitely give y'all much love and support.
Yeah, we still here. We ain't came up yet.
We ain't came up yet. We still here. But listen, I speak that thing. I speak it as though it is at all times. I always speak it. So I know we still here, but guess what? Even when we do make it, I ain't gonna be too far from here.
That's right.
Then again, I might be. I don't know.
On Facebook, they asking where can they get tickets, and also they saying I'm loving these two positive, successful, and blessed black men. Keep doing us proud. That's what's up. So, can you tell our audience where they can purchase tickets at for Saturday's play?
They can inbox Lovail. He got tickets, so they can go to the BowieCenter.org.
Okay.
How do they get in contact with Lovail? What's your
Lovail Long.
Lovail Long.
Okay.
Lovail Long.
Are we not Facebook friends?
No.
Lovail Long. Lovail Long, aka
Right, Funk Little, right, hey, Funk Little Brother, right, aka Funk Little Brother.
You heard me.
Oh my God.
There she goes. You Funk Little Brother last time.
She always called me Funk.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, hey, look, but a lot of people always just say that, man. I'm like, man, I'm not no Funk.
That's your
name on Facebook?
Yeah.
Twizzies.
Okay. All right, y'all. So we at our time. Anything y'all want to let before we shut off the show? Do y'all want to let the audience know how they can follow you, find you, just anything you want them to know?
On
right there.
Facebook and Instagram, you can find me as Lovail Long on both of them. If you ask enough people, you can get in touch with me. I know everybody. Yeah. And I want to send a shout out to man Tricky Entertainment, man.
I want to talk about the fight real
those
quick.
guys, give those guys a real classic guys.
It was really nice.
We supposed to be the Wendy Williams and tell the do's and the don'ts, how people look, how they, come on, y'all. Y'all in there.
So they came through last night. I mean, the females had the heels on, the short skirts, the sequin outfits. I mean, it was like we was at Vegas last night.
Yeah, I got them like 3-4 times.
Act like
I had to drink, give them something to drink.
What you gotta do?
I can get them 3-4 times. I can go get a drink.
Yeah, right.
I know my wife like, you can't sit your ass down. Yeah, them brothers are real. Black,
I
man,
love them.
I want to send a shout out to him, man. Every time I'm in the building, anytime I come into a Tricky Entertainment event, man, he's a class act, man. He even makes sure my wife is okay. So I always got to, man, shout them out. Yes. And I got to get better with that type of, when people come to my place, I got to get better with that, with, making sure my folks are taken care of. So that's something that I'm going to probably sit down and talk to him, man. Real class act, man. I really enjoyed it. So if y'all get to a Tricky Entertainment, I see why them brothers blowed up.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, they've been doing this for a very long time. And they bring the crowd. It's classy. It's never a fight. It's always everybody dressed to impress. I hate when people say it's a fashion show. You're supposed to go wherever you're going looking right. Right. So at the end of the day, call it a fashion show or not, I'm in every building that they have. Always have been.
Yeah.
And they support us like that too. So
Yeah.
I appreciate them. Shout out to Tricky Entertainment for life. I don't care how old I be, how sleepy I be, I'm getting up for that. So real quick, we're gonna go around. Yeah, you already know. Real quick, we're gonna go around the table real quick with any type of information all the co-hosts want to give. Let's go, Maya.
You can find me at London_Bridges on Instagram. I don't have a Facebook.
Why you ain't got no Facebook?
Lovail is all he ain't playing with that Facebook, child.
I've never had a Facebook ever.
Love
You
Facebook.
must be like 17 years old.
No, I'm 39. I just don't have a Facebook.
Oh, I'm mad at you.
Look, you must love Facebook. Look.
Yeah, I like Facebook.
I like Facebook too.
I want to see what you're talking. Because with Instagram,
Facebook is more intimate.
you can look good on Instagram and be a dodo.
Right.
But see, if you on Facebook, I know if you look good and you got some brains with you,
Right.
or even with a guy, if you know you can appear to be getting money, but on social media, if your mind is not above the money, then I need to know that. So, because a lot of radio hosts or people, I won't deal with them because they, y'all doing the same thing, but they be doing some ignorant shit. So, I need to know how ignorant you are.
And Facebook tell how you
Yeah. Facebook let you know if you're ignorant.
It'll let you know eventually. It'll come out.
It will let you know.
Yes.
It'll let you know.
You can find me on, IG on All Eyes on Ebony.
And website.
I have a hairline, luxury hairline, Diamond Mink Collection.com.
Oh, that's why you got that sideburn right there.
Got a what? Sideburn.
Damn, that damn Ebony, I try to tell you.
We got sideburn.
I guess when you get a name like Ebony, you cannot be ugly. I have never met an ugly Ebony. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause all the Ebonies I've met has been pretty. What you say, pretty?
Oh my God.
You saw Ebony that was ugly? I swear to God, I have never seen an Ebony that.
I have two. I'm with the manager. And
Yeah, every time I met an Ebony, I'd be like, damn, she got the right name. Okay. That sideburn right there with the hair, I don't care. She had to work with that.
Baby hairs.
Yeah, that baby, that had to be done with a, that had to be with a toothbrush. That had to be.
Too much.
Toothbrush.
She know way too
Crazy.
much.
And Ronnie, you need to share your social media, but let us see your sideburns.
You can follow me on Instagram on Vernon Williams Presents, and my website is VernonWilliamsPresents.com.
You want to share your Facebook?
And Facebook.
Just my name, Vernon O. Williams III.
Okay. Nikki?
Oh.
Them Incredible Hulk lips.
Yes. Okay.
Wait a minute.
That
You
is
say the
incredible.
Incredible Hulk lips.
So that's the color. It's cute.
I love
So I'm
it.
Nikki. You can always find me on the Ladies of the Chyna'Pink show. You can always find me bartending at Levi's. I'm always on my grind until I get where I'm trying to go. Other than that, I'm out here. You're gonna find me. I'm the person that's gonna be supporting those that are trying to do better. That's me. That's where you're gonna find me.
Nick.
All Eyes 213 on Instagram and Simona Moody on Facebook.
Okay, so this first time I heard your voice. Okay, you need to talk more.
She usually
I
do,
do.
but I guess I don't know today. What's going on?
I told you.
She had fun last night. Okay.
You know, that's that older age style she got going on right now. But anyway, you can find me on Instagram on Chyna'Pink the Actress. You can find me on my boutique page, Chyna'Pink Accessories. Please go follow our Instagram page, the Chyna'Pink Show. Anything else I want to know? Oh, vote for us. TitanAwards.com.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's over now. The
It's
vote,
not.
no, it's not.
I thought it was December 1st.
I thought it was December 1st.
Oh,
It's over.
no, because I went on there today and voted for us.
I think we still can. It's
You
not
probably ain't
but
gonna
it's not
count.
counted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all want to hear my reminders on this weekend. Anything else? Am I forgetting?
Wait a minute.
Tune in next Sunday with the Lounge Boys.
Look, wifey's on it. Look, she
And make
not
sure y'all
following me
support
ASAP.
Vernon and Lovail. Make sure
I
y'all
know
get them
that's
tickets
right.
for that play.
What wifey say?
Oh no, I said she's on it. She already sent out the request for IG and everything.
That's right. That's what's up. Make sure y'all go support the play next Saturday, December the 8th. Lovail and Vernon doing the daggone thing.
Yes, they are.
Man, y'all come out to them Titan Awards. That's what I want to get to. I'm excited about the play. But
December
man,
10th.
that Titan
December
Award,
10th.
I'm gonna be listening. I'm gonna be like this way.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like I already told them, I said we want our table, the first table up front. fried.
I got to get a table. I didn't even know about the table.
Yeah,
We
you
got
have
our
to get a
table,
table.
baby.
You better hurry
I'm
up.
gonna sit with y'all. Shit.
You can sit with us.
I know you can get a table.
But the only thing is, if you won't get it,
Oh, okay, wait a minute. After David E. Hammond said that we can
hold on,
vote to
it's only
December
10 people
10th.
at the table.
How many people y'all got?
It's 7 of us, so how you, Verna, and 2 wifeys gonna sit with us?
Sit on the lap.
We'll pull up a chair from another
Okay,
table.
y'all got, okay, that'll work.
sit down anyway. You gonna be strolling.
Right, he ain't gonna sit down.
Someone is saying that you can vote until December the 10th for the Titan Awards.
So y'all
Okay.
can vote
Okay,
December the 10th.
David saying that. After David saying you got to.
Hey, he know he won him one.
They won Act of the Year last year.
Yes,
He
he
won him
did.
one.
Dog.
But I'm telling you, you better let I get one, man. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all
You
be like,
act the
look at this
fool.
fool. I'm making a statement. I'm into it. So I'm wearing something to make a statement.
Okay.
I know that's right.
No, don't be, you gonna have on some
You
sequins.
wearing your bow tie?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm wearing my prison shit.
Or it's gonna be bright on. You can't be sitting with us and outside and
I'm
went
wearing my
down.
prison shoes. I got a prison shirt. I'm wearing that.
You wearing your blue joints.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The
That's
jumpsuit?
basically to let people know like what you came from and what you can get to.
That's my whole
That's
mission.
motivation.
That's my whole mission, man. Look, that was the hardest thing I ever done in my life. So you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I support all my brothers behind the wall.
Behind the wall.
That's beautiful.
That's another fraternity I'm part of. So hey.
Walk that walk. Hey.
All right, y'all. So until next Sunday and next Thursday, come to the play.
Yes.
We out, y'all.
See y'all.
It's the ladies of the Chyna'Pink Talk Show.